We are recording. Hi. So, how is everybody? Hi.
To those who always show up first. Hi, Connie.
Hi, Tina. Hi, Tara. Hi, Chet. Hi, Dad. My dad's usually the first one in. Hi, Dad. It's this guy's show. We're talking. So this is a pre-recorded show. Do you want me to take it?
I got this.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't hurt yourself, kid. Let the professionals do this. Okay, so as you can tell, yeah, tonight's a bit weird. This is pre-recorded. We're going to be premiering it, and don't worry, we'll actually be in the chat with you guys, talking over ourselves, I guess, in a weird paradoxical way.
So say hi down there. Okay.
Yeah, still say hi. We're still going to be doing it as a live premiere. I want to say we actually did do a live premiere one other time with
the Vagrancy.
Yeah, with the Vagrancy with Wild Water, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, yeah. So things are weird and messy and complicated around here. So, I mean, as you saw last week, our entire setup is just falling apart, and what I think we technically streamed like 3 times or something like that. Twice. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to avoid all that mess by just doing it this way. We're actually going to finish last week's show, actually finishing talking about weird and strange stuff on television. As well as, also, actually, this was originally going to be something we were going to do with DJ Scraps, but unfortunately that couldn't happen, so we are going to be trying some hot sauces.
Yeah, he's here visiting for his birthday. We went out to sushi, got some nice pictures, and we were planning on doing this hot sauce tasting with him, but he's going with family tonight, so it's just going to be the 3 of us.
Yeah, I'm stuck with these 2. Anyway, though, but before that, we do have some laundry to air out and explain. The reason everything seems to be falling apart here is actually, ironically, because we're getting ready to move. The bishop and I are moving. Don't worry. Everyone's favorite Mexican will still be on the show. He's going to be our on-the-field agent, calling in with updates, and I'm sure nothing bad at all is going to happen to him. But yeah, so because everything is kind of moving all at once, we're going to be probably doing these pre-recorded premiere episodes probably for at least a couple of weeks. Not much. Don't get comfortable with this. It's not going to be a permanent thing. Not going to miss that. Weird birds we get out here in this desert. But anyway, as I was saying, so we're going to be moving. Things are going to be really weird around here, which is saying something considering the channel. But don't worry, because we're still going to be here every Wednesday night in one form or another with y'all.
Again, this is pre-recorded. We're recording this right now, Saturday, January 25th, going to be airing it Wednesday, January 29th, 2025.
Yeah, but anyway.
But yeah, and we're moving the 11th, give or take.
Well, yeah, sometime around then. It's a little bit nebulous, but that's beside the point anyway. Because we have hot sauces, and we still have a few unfinished articles to discuss. Now, did you guys want to do the hot sauces first, or?
Yeah, let's do the hot sauces first, I'd say.
Okay. Jesus worshipping Loveless over there.
Mm-hmm. He's catching up on all the Fortnite videos from Loveless.
Yeah.
That guy plays Fortnite a lot. I think I saw him playing Mario the other day.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
But anyway, so grab us.
Sometimes.
Grab me one of those babies.
Okay, so what do we have here?
We have 2 from Seed. Now, this is not a Fuego Backs, by the way. But these are all brands that we have gotten from Fuego before. They're just different things.
We just picked these up from Safeway, where Kristoff and I work. I put in my 2 weeks yesterday, and so did you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just behind the scenes information.
So the one in my hands is this is a Seed Ranch. Do you remember the Seed Ranch we got before in Fuego? Did we like it? I want to say we did.
I want to say we did, but I want to say it wasn't really much more than just vinegar and a little bit of heat.
But the one I have is a Thai green hot sauce. What do you got? That's another ranch.
This is another Seed Ranch smoked jalapeno hot sauce with chipotle peppers, dates, cumin, and fresh carrots. I'm actually kind of excited for this one.
See, I love dates, so I'm kind of digging it.
And then we have, this one will probably be the hottest, maybe? Horsetooth hot sauce, which is chipotle and garlic. Maybe this won't be the hottest. What do you guys think will be the hottest?
The one that doesn't have vinegar right off the bat.
Ingredients.
White vinegar.
Distilled white vinegar. Ingredients. White vinegar.
Well, I'm holding this one, so let's start with this. There we go. And of course, you always make sure the cap is securely on, and then you shake it.
Yes, we all remember that.
No, I'm chips.
Alright, let's see how this smells. You gonna grab a chip?
Yeah, sorry. I'm looking for something.
Ooh. Ooh, I don't like that. That smells sour.
It smells like a curry. A curry that's not too spicy. Like an Indian curry.
What do you think?
Smells nasty.
Not sponsored, by the way, so we can say whatever the hell we want about it.
We'll be fair. I mean,
Well, yeah, but if it's bad,
if it's bad, yeah.
oh god, I do not love this color.
It's like,
Right there.
You want some?
it's not too runny, but it's not too thick either. It's kind of in the middle. I think it's going to be decent. It smells like an Indian curry that you get from like a food cart, but
Here's the problem. I don't like curry, so 3, 2, 1. Yeah, curry.
it's not really spicy.
No.
Generic Indian curry type sauce. I guess it's called what? Thai green hot sauce with fresh lemongrass, green chilies, cilantro, and basil. Yeah, I'd put that with like some beans. Like fry up a nice like can of beans. Maybe mix in some like pork and pour some of that in. Be good. Not spicy at all.
No, not really.
Like
Ah, then it feels right. Actually, I don't taste of it.
See, no, I definitely tasted like herbs, but yeah, no, it tasted like a curry, and I don't like curry, so I don't know what to tell you.
It doesn't taste like curry. I've had curry. Curry's way better than this.
Well, okay. Let's give the Seed Ranch another chance here, because this one is the smoked jalapenos, which I am not looking forward to.
See, this is the one that I'm looking forward to the most, actually. Smoked jalapenos with dates, cumin. See, this one is the one that I would think might taste like a curry, only maybe a little sweeter than what we just
Oh
had.
boy. That smells like regret.
That smells smoky. It smells smoky and it smells like barbecue, surprisingly. That actually does not smell bad.
Smells like barbecue.
Yeah, it has a barbecue smell to it. Like, I like that.
Oh, let's see.
Now, smells aren't everything, of course.
This one is very runny.
You know, I'll try this one on the chip. Whoa, yeah, this one is runny.
Oh boy.
It's
I should have gone a better chip.
You want to get a better chip before I pour it?
Not too late. Ah, my shirt!
Damn it.
Your shirt, my pants. Alright.
I'm fine over here with my piece of bread.
You know what?
3,
Fuck you and your bread.
3, you would. 2, 1.
Maybe I already did.
Ooh. Ow.
That's very vinegary, though. Damn. Pitcher barbecue flavored barbecue sauce on meat with a lot of vinegar.
Yeah, vinegar, it definitely does have a sting. I'm getting a sting.
Hotter than the last one, but yeah, basically just picture a generic barbecue sauce with vinegar.
I tasted the chip more than anything else.
Want to try it on some bread? I'm not getting jalapenos, unless the jalapenos are just the spice, but I'm not tasting jalapenos.
Wasn't not bad.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, barbecue sauce with vinegar mixed in.
Like I said, it does have a sting to it.
I would say it would be good for using as like seasoning some barbecue sauce, like just a bit, but there's a lot of vinegar in that. Like too much vinegar.
Yeah, I don't know what you would do with it.
I do not taste dates or cumin or fresh carrots at all. Or, no, I guess I do taste chipotle. That's kind of the smoky, but
Yeah, that's more the smell. But, alright.
honestly, I think I like the first one better. The curry.
Oh, no, I definitely, of the two, I prefer the vinegar to the curry, but... Alright. Let's try this horse tooth.
Which one did you like best?
So far, neither of them.
I was going to say, he doesn't like anything.
Neither of them are like...
Or worth giving my attention to.
They're not bad, but they're nothing to like write home about, I guess.
Now, didn't horse tooth actually kind of kick our butts a bit last time?
I think it did.
Alright, let's take a look. Oh boy. That's vinegar.
Smells like vinegar and Kool-Aid or something.
What the fuck?
There's a lot of vinegar, but there's like something sweet in there. You smell it, right? It's like there's like a sweetness.
It's either barbecue, like some type of barbecue sauce. I want to say either habanero
Habaneros are sweet.
or maybe orange.
Yeah, that could be. Basically, it smells like a bunch of vinegar with like a hint of
Sugar?
something. Yeah, sugar, something sweet.
Sugar. But,
Smoked chipotle, that's what it is. Yeah, it's chipotle.
Chipotle. See, I got like a orange, maybe grape. I don't know. Which is not in the ingredient list, but I think I'm gonna do bread.
Oh, jeez.
Is it running as well?
It wasn't at first, but yes.
Aha, I found a good shit. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's awful.
Are you okay?
Thought I had a burp, but apparently I had a duck stuck in my throat.
What the fuck was that?
Something
A horrible excuse of a fucking burp.
Ladies and gentlemen, best burp on the show so far. Jesus.
Don't you fucking lie to them.
3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh, God.
It's sour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was awful. Oh, it stings.
Come on, hot sauce makers. Stop putting so much vinegar in your hot sauce.
Ow.
All I got was vinegar. I'm
Ow.
sorry.
I got a little hint of the chipotle. That's it.
Ow.
Out of the 3, I'm gonna say that one's the best.
Ow.
This is the only one I didn't taste anything besides vinegar.
Ow, that one stings, actually.
Also, this is the thickest. I don't know what you're talking about it being runny.
That bitch is thick.
It's so sour.
It is.
There is heat to it, not bad, but oh gosh, it's like just eating.
It's like it's just like you put vinegar on a piece of bread.
I'm happy we had dinner before we ate that.
It's literally like eating congealed vinegar that gives you like a random spice pain.
Yeah, ow.
No offense, Horsetooth, but of the 3, that's my least favorite.
Oh God, yeah, that actually made me kind of gag a little.
Do better. Be better.
It is the spiciest.
Oh, usually it is spicier, but
Oh, so much vinegar.
so much vinegar, so sour.
Tone down the vinegar. And that's not just the Horsetooth, that's to every hot sauce company. Tone down your vinegar. Well, with some exceptions of like actually really good ones.
Well, okay, now hold on. What would you use as a substitute for vinegar?
That was a good
Sour
question.
apples.
Does it need vinegar? Does it need to have a...
Not necessarily.
Because there's nothing wrong with vinegar. Don't get me wrong. I love vinegar. It's just...
When
Well,
it's too much of it, then that's when it's a problem.
well, because you see, here's the thing: vinegar is very acidic, and the acidicness of the vinegar makes you more.
Oranges.
It's kind of a trick. The acidity of the vinegar makes you more vulnerable to the actual capsaicin, which is where you get the painful sting from.
Apple, oranges.
But if you have a good hot sauce, in my opinion, a good hot sauce is not about pain. It's about flavoring, like spices. And I don't mean like hot spice. I mean like spices like have some jalapeno in there, some habanero, but don't just make it about the pain.
Yeah.
And then there are people who will just get the hottest stuff and just dump it on. It's like...
Well, yeah, but those people secretly hate themselves.
That's why
and
I
they
wish...
just want the pain and the agony.
I to die, but I like to share the pain and the agony. Can I borrow your charger?
Yes.
I don't know where it is.
So, getting up.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so
Here's my butt.
Surprisingly, it wasn't on there.
But anyway. So yeah. Yeah, we've had a lot of hot sauces here. Do you have any that are particularly memorable?
Well, the first one we did that just blasted me in the face, that one was memorable.
Do you remember what that was?
No. I'll have to look it up because I have the clip. That since this is not a live show, you can actually throw that clip up now. Bam.
Right here. Just click on the link right here.
Anyway, though.
You have to put the clip right there now. Exactly right here.
Exactly right there. I'll try.
I mean, there's the Exceedum.
We did do an Exceedum on the show.
I don't remember that.
You weren't there for
You
it.
might not have been there for that one.
And it was absolutely awful. It actually was really painful.
What was the one you actually had to go to the kitchen for?
That was that Africa sauce.
The coffin lion, we call it.
Yeah, because it looks like its bottle looks like a coffin and it has a lion on it. That one actually made me throw up.
We still have that.
We do.
I don't remember that one.
Want me to get you some?
Yeah. I'm actually kind of full.
We did have Church's Chicken, like a lot of it, right before the show. Actually pretty good. My first time eating at Church's.
Yeah. But, yeah, no, that lion coffin hot sauce stuff, that was the worst I've ever had. And we've had some bad ones. We've had some good ones.
That pineapple Exceedum, this was before the show. This was years ago. That was probably the worst. Gosh, that was brutal.
I remember that for the longest time, we lived in fear of Exceedum. Because it beat us so bad and was so painful. And so, obviously, we have to try it again on the show. And the second bottle we got was like completely different and was a complete dud.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's how they make it. What ingredients they use. Not each hot sauce is going to be the same.
Yeah, but it was like, I don't know. It was the funniest thing. But no, that lion was the worst. No.
And my favorite hot sauce, this again was before the show. It was called like Alaskan Bullwhip. It was made out of seaweed. Bullwhips, they're like a big seaweed bowl with a long thing. They wash up on the shores and you whip them like a bullwhip. Amazing hot sauce, like just the right amount of spice for there just to be a tingle, but the flavors, very vegetable, seaweed. It was great.
See, one of my all-time favorites was that Taco Cat.
The Taco Cat, that was good too.
And you a-holes used it all. I never got any aside from that time tearing it on the show.
I think when Scraps moved out, he took it with him. But anyway, yeah, that was a good one. You remember the Taco Cat, right? We did that one on the show. Were you here for that one?
Probably. I just don't remember it.
It wasn't really spicy at all. It tasted like a can of chili.
Yeah, then I'm pretty sure I did, and I said it was a disappointment.
Yeah.
The pineapple shark.
Was that Bull Shark?
Was that... Again, this was before the show.
Because I remember we got that one. I want to say it was called Bull Shark. And we got another one from that same people, and it was Great White Bite.
Great White Bite, okay. And which one was the good one?
Both of them were good.
Well, I mean, both of them were good. But
I think both of them were good. But the Bull Shark and the Bull Whip are the only ones that I actually went out of my way to buy again.
And then there was that pickle sauce. It literally tasted like relish. That was really good.
I don't like that one.
It was... That one didn't last long with me because I was putting that on everything. Basically, it tasted like pickles. It wasn't like extremely vinegary like what we just had. It was just pickles, relish, and flavor. It was good.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was called. What about you? Which ones did you like and dislike most?
And you know what? Like, if I say I didn't like them, I don't fucking like them. The ones that had either an awful taste or no fucking spice to them. The one I liked was the one I brought from home. The one that my mom made.
I was just about to say one of my other favorites.
Because I kid you not, like I practiced. Me and my mom are the one that killed that thing. That jar did not last all that long. Because I just started making chicken afterwards. Because that thing went so well with chicken.
That was probably the spiciest we tasted on the show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The one that you and your mom made.
I'm gonna have her make her some, and then before you guys leave, I'm gonna give you a jar.
You excited?
No, not even slightly.
That was
to
spicy.
be fair, my sisters also sent a lot of really good ones.
Yeah, some of the ones that she made were pretty good. The last one, the last batch that actually was able to get here.
Yeah.
Those ones were good.
We did have, sadly, a batch that was broken. Did we mention that on the show?
Yeah. And then her
You were
beets,
very upset about that.
I was very upset because my brother-in-law JR had made that hot sauce specifically for you.
Well, how about this? After you guys are situated and I'm done taking care of what I need to be taking care of over here, I'll come and visit. If Brother JR can send it to you, or if he's close by, where he's gonna be at, because I don't know where.
Yeah.
I wasn't too, because for some reason I assume your family's in New Orleans for some reason.
That's Don's.
But like I know you, but like,
yeah.
I know it's Texas, but I always assume you would Louisiana for some reason. I don't know why. You specifically.
Well, you used to live there.
Yeah.
Like I just associate with you I just forget the whole part of you being on that side of the country, and just always assume you were from over there. We don't talk about that side.
So, for everybody watching, I'm originally from Oregon, and we're living in Denver, Colorado now. We are moving to Texas.
But yeah, no, the hot sauces have been a great thing, and for the record, by the way, because I mean, whenever change happens, and here's the thing, change isn't inevitable. It's going to happen. And that's not just, some fancy threat from Prince Razzoth. No. Change is a very real thing, and it does always happen. Now, will we be the exact same production that we were before this move? Probably not. Some things will, of course, be different. We'll handle things differently. We'll have different people around us helping with the production, things like that. But
maybe be more behind the scenes.
But here's the thing. We're still the Vagrancy Horror. We're still going to give you guys everything we've got with every time. That's just going to look a little different for a little while, probably. And who knows, maybe we'll actually like the change. Maybe we'll like doing it this way. I don't know. I mean, personally, I like doing it live.
See, I do too. I like live, like being able to talk to all y'all.
Yeah. It's going to be so weird because we're saying all this stuff now.
And I like having Jesus here. Like, actually physically here.
Well, like I said, nothing is permanent. He'll be back. I'm sure we'll get a camera pointed at him somehow. But anyway. Yeah.
What? Just choopy.
Yeah. Anyway, though. But we do have unfinished business. With a few stories of...
Where are you going? He got out of my hands.
You're supposed to chill on top of your hat, man. You just let him.
Yeah.
It's never going to stay there, and you know it.
You got to do your best.
Anyway.
You didn't even try.
Of course I didn't.
All right.
Anyway, though. So, gentlemen, without looking at my phone, if I was going to tell you, what do you think would be the first example of a computer being hacked live on the air?
Ooh, it's that one, there was a news station, I just don't remember what it was. It's the dude that was wearing the mask, sunglasses.
No. So, it was 1983, and it was actually from the BBC. Here's the kicker, though. So, the BBC, back in 83, was producing a show that was designed to introduce the personal computer to the public. If I'm not mistaken, it was referred to as the Computer Literacy Project show. Yeah. Anyway, though, now, the funny thing about this show was that this was in 83. maybe 10 people had a computer at the time, and half of them could have an email. But here's the thing. Our boys, Ian McNaughty.
What?
Ian McNaught, Ian McNaught and John Cole were going to use a computer live to illustrate how you could use a computer when you buy one. How much was a computer in 83, I think? God damn.
Shit ton of money.
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, how big were they, too?
So, there's just one teeny tiny problem. They tried to show how you receive and read and can open an email. Stop laughing. Okay, hold on. Before anyone gives shit to people needing to be told how to open an email, just remember, at some point, someone had to tell you how to use a spoon. So don't be talking shit. Am I wrong?
No.
No, you're not wrong.
So they literally were devoting an entire thing on how to open up and read an email. Now, our boy, Ian, was of the understanding that John would send him an email, and he would just read that. Unfortunately, while they were preparing for the show, and by the way, this is officially what the BBC claims happened.
Lies. All lies.
Oh, we're going to get into this.
This makes me think of South Park.
Just
we
wait.
Can't say it.
Just wait.
We can't say the joke.
So the idea was that Ian was
Blip it out.
going to read an email that he was supposed to get from John. Now, according to the BBC, before the show, a producer told Ian and John the password to get into the email account out loud in the middle of a set.
Oh, thank God. So great.
Surrounded by cameramen and boom operators and lighting technicians.
And some intern that just happened to be taking a break, I take it?
The email that was received, and Ian began to read aloud without checking to see what it says first, because what else would be on there except for the email that John sent? Who else had a computer, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Like when they first made the telephone?
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the problem. The email was and I'll quote the BBC here, it was the lyrics to a jovial, immature pirate shanty.
Please tell me, what do you do with a drunken sailor?
It just says juvenile, jovial, immature pirate shanty, which he proceeded to read as if it was a normal email.
That makes me so happy.
It gets better. It gets so much better. Now keep in mind, this is the BBC. This is the British government.
Oh, this is even better.
Oh no! Here's a funny part. This was on the 2nd anniversary of the BBC.
Wow, this is when the BBC was still young.
But just in case you had confidence in the power of the British government, they still don't know to this day who actually put that email there or how they did it. They claim officially that someone must have overheard the producer when he said the email, which, by the way, I want to point something out. You wouldn't need someone's login password to send them an email.
That's true, yeah.
You would just need to know the email!
The email, yeah.
But no, this poor guy, this poor Ian... excuse me, it was Cole. It was John Cole who read it out loud. Because, well, I mean, who else would send an email, right? I mean, I'm just trying to picture some Brit not singing a shanty, but just reading Drunken Sailor.
What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
And meanwhile, Ian's just standing there. Now here's an interesting thing, though. So there's an official book. There's a Guinness, sort of like a Guinness Book of World Records for hacking. The Hugo Cornwall's Hacker Handbook. Who contests... Oh, goodness. Who contests that this is not actually a hack. It was just a breach of security. They didn't protect...
Actually, yeah.
But other people are saying that it was a hack. And again, there's all kinds of stories. Some people claim that that it was actually done by the crew because Ian and John weren't actually on the internet. They were just turning the computer on, reading like documents files. And so someone from the crew actually sabotaged them by having the computer open up the wrong document. But no, to this day, nobody knows who actually did this.
I can see it being more of a breach of security than a hack. Especially if you said the password and everything out loud like that. That is 100% breach of security.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you're a security guy. You would know. Yeah, would you call that a breach of security?
That would be a breach of security.
That would be a pretty big deal. Again, I could just imagine. But of course, we have to discuss the king
Elvis
of hacks.
Shaggy?
No.
You guys saw that movie back in the day, where he was a hacker.
No. And here's the funny thing: everyone knows about this one. No one gets the name right. Of course, I'm talking about the Max Headroom incident. I just wanted to see the confused look on his face real quick. So,
I actually met a lady who was on like 1, maybe 2 episodes of that show.
now for those who are uninitiated, Max Headroom was actually a mature animated show. I never saw it myself. It was before my time. It was way before my time, now that I think about it.
Same here. I've never
It
really
was
seen
way
it.
before your time. It was way before mine.
Oh, you're only like 4 years younger than us.
Anyway, though. But what's interesting is Max Headroom was a mature animated show that was kind of post-apocalyptic, satirical. It was really weird. But it was also kind of oddly popular, actually. In fact, actually, Max Headroom briefly was the mascot for Pepsi Cola. I know, just in case you didn't think lowly enough of it. However, for one brief, shining 15-20 minutes, Max Headroom came to life and absolutely wrecked the airwaves of Chicago. It was November 22nd, 1987.
This only happened...
Just shy of 1 day, 1 year before I was born.
See, I know this incident. I know of what happened.
See, the best part about this is that actually it happened twice. It did. So, basically, WGN-TV and WTTW, a pair of channels that simulcast in the Chicago area, were doing their normal news broadcast, and suddenly the screen went black. After some static and some very strange noises, a man wearing a mask of Mac's headroom, which is what you were referring to with the big sunglasses.
Yeah, that's because I thought that was the first one.
No. So, in the first attempt, in the first one that they, the first time they pirated the airwaves, it was just Max, as they call him, kind of ominously laughing on the screen, and then the producers were actually able to take the signal back. Here's the funny thing. The people reporting the news had no idea any of this had happened, and so they were just sitting there talking la-di freaking da to their camera. And the bad part is that the producers were so glad that they managed to take the signal back after like 15 to 30 seconds that they were just like, we'll tell them after the show. We'll tell them later. We don't want to mess with them. Besides, obviously, whatever it was, we got this. It's fine. Whoever they were, they're not going to come back. Oh, but how they came back. The second incident lasted roughly 1 minute 15 seconds, and
this is the one we saw the other day.
This is the one that everyone knows, because in this one,
it took over for a hot minute that time, didn't it?
1 minute and 15 seconds. And here's the interesting thing. Nothing was working to take the signal back. Every trick that the producers and the camera crew and the technicians could try, nothing short of just completely turning everything off was working anymore. It was as if like the people that were doing it, the first time was like a test to see, okay, how would they stop us? And then they knew what the TV station would do. So it was a bait and switch. They tricked them into showing how they would deal with it. But the following one, the 1 minute 15 seconds, is some of the most surreal, disturbing stuff you can find without like body horror or people dying. People have claimed that it's demonic or satanic. There's lots of moaning and laughing and crying. Max, as he's affectionately known, the guy that was standing there in the mask, he talks about his piles and making masterpieces for the newspapers. There's one random part where he just randomly screams Jesus. So what were you doing?
I wasn't even born yet. What year was this?
78. 87.
I had not have risen from my last time I was put to slumber, so you cannot blame it on me.
Likely excuse.
No, the guy randomly just screamed. Because here's the problem: different people have watched it, and they claim they can hear him saying different things. But one thing that is, everyone agrees on is that there's this near the beginning. He just randomly screams Jesus. And there's crying and moaning. He has Pepsi cans and he like shakes and rattles them around and throws them on the ground.
It's I saw it. I mean,
it is hard to make out what he's saying.
Can we show it on the show? Should we?
I think we could.
I don't think there's anything like particularly.
I do.
The ending's kind of weird, but I don't think.
I'll get to that, but. Yeah, maybe we could. I think we could show it. I don't think there'd be any problem with that if you could.
Yeah. So,
but here
it is.
Because he's a freaking nerd. I think I'm better than Chuck Swirsky. Freaking nerd. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. That's the way. Your love is fading. paper nerds. My brother is wearing the other one. But it's dirty. Someone's got footprints on it. Oh, they're coming to get me. Oh, footprints.
So yeah, as I said, there are people who say that it is demonic or satanic in nature. I can see it because, again, there's the moaning and the crying and the weird laughing, and he has that weird-ass, weird, strange voice simulated.
See, to me, it feels like... Obviously, he's not like a teenager,
No,
I think,
that
but
build, that's a grown man.
It feels like somebody who's like, I have the chance to do something. I'm going to do it, and just...
Trying to
like
be
a high school prank.
Trying to be as weird as possible. I'm just saying, I don't think it's necessarily demonic in nature, but I do see where people are coming from with it.
It feels like something like me and my friends would do, like back in high school, like just...
Really? Because they never caught them.
It's before my time. But I mean, just being like weird and silly and goofy,
and now that I think about it,
stir.
Max mentions a brother.
He does.
You have a brother.
Yeah.
What were you up to around that time, sir?
Yeah.
I wasn't born.
Uh-huh. A likely story. No.
That's what this guy said, and we don't believe him. But you gotta believe me.
For you, they believe me more than you.
But no,
I am adorable.
It just feels like a silly thing.
I'm the young one here. The young one doesn't do anything. He can never do any harm.
Bullshit. Anyway,
He's
though.
always the oldest.
But as I was saying, yeah, and again, I can
no
also...
one cares about the middle child.
I'm the middle child in my family, by
No,
the way.
no. We're talking about here.
We're talking about
I have the babies. He's
I'm
the middle
child.
You're the oldest.
You're the old man.
No one gives a fuck about the old man. No, it's always the old man that does it. No one cares about the middle child. And the young one never does anything wrong.
Point at him.
Guilty. Off.
Anyway, it just feels like a prank to me, but yeah, people...
I can see it being someone in the studio.
Well, see, again, they never caught, but here's the thing. It's believed that it was 3 people working together because there's obviously Max. Max mentions a brother. You saw it, his glove. His brother has his other glove, but it's dirty, and he gets mad and he throws it and stuff. All very strange behavior, but then there is a female voice, which I know is weird to say considering it, but no. There is another voice, and it calls him a bitch and starts hitting his ass. Well, I mean, you saw it. There's someone else there using a fly swatter on his butt, and you can clearly hear a different voice say bitch.
Well, clearly there are at least 2 people involved because there's Max and then there's
the
camera.
camera.
Are we sure it's not your brother, the Lord of Chaos, and we're like brainwashing someone to help him out to do this?
Yeah, where is Donson? Where was Donson back then?
He wasn't born yet.
Oh, likely.
None of us were.
Likely
excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. And they never caught who did it. And the weirder part is that this was clearly something that was planned out. Because again, it happened 2 times, and the first time was probably a test. Seeing like what kind of defenses would the studio actually have. There are stories of a unmarked van that was right in front of the studio. And there are creepy, some sincerely creepy ghost stories told about it. Like it was actually tied to the Illuminati and stuff, and it was actually filled with like cues and commands to minions and stuff like that. There are claims that it was something actually. It was a specific coded message intended for various Chicago crime families, and it was tied to... there's claims that it was tied to an assassination, apparently. Like, anything creepy and bad...
It is very creepy.
It is very creepy. I personally, if I had to describe it... And I mean, again, you all saw it, so tell me your opinions. But I would say it's surreal.
It is surreal. There is a creepy vibe to it. Like,
for me, it's the moaning. You can hear moaning and crying. And again, I'm willing to bet you that it probably was some punks just making their stamp on history.
That's what I got personally. I wish this was live because maybe our parents can chime in with a little more about this because they...
$5 says either your dad or my dad is going to be like, or both of them will be like, oh, I saw that live.
I would say that we need to get them in a room with a camera and give them a topic or 2 or 3 with a bottle of whiskey and just let them discuss. And I want to be there for it.
No, we're going to need some armed Pinkerton guards if that... The 22nd Airborne could not maintain control of that situation.
And I'm going to be honest, I would be there.
You'd be egging them on. You'd be encouraging them. You'd be like... You would go over and whisper to his dad... He said your tie is stupid. Go over to my dad. He said your beard is dumb looking. Like, you would absolutely try and piss them off.
I am offended for you about the beard.
I'm offended for you for what he said about your beard.
You would just go over and tell one of them, like, Lincoln did nothing wrong or something.
Oh.
It's like, oh.
Oh, God.
No, they would get it.
I'm sure they would.
One.
I'm sure they'd get...
They get along on that one.
I don't know.
Anyway.
See, that's the thing. Is either A, it would be like 2 alpha male dogs, and you'd have to literally put a wall between them, or B, they would be the best and closest of friends. Like,
I think they'd be
5 minutes
after
the
second one.
5 minutes alone, they would literally be like,
yeah.
Why were we ever fighting, man?
Yeah, I think both our dads would get along great. But anyway, yeah.
But anyhow, no, there's all kinds of weird stories about this and who was behind it. Because again, no one ever was caught. And that's the weird part. Because,
well, what we see...
WGN, after a little while, they were like, you got us. Okay, you got us. Just honestly, we're not going to press charges or do anything to you. We want to just know how you did it, you know? How'd you pull it off?
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, you're lying sacks of shit. You want to pin their asses to the wall. Because you got to remember, you can't touch the media. You can't.
You mean their other branch of the military?
You can't. No, that's like fighting City Hall. No. Journalists are untouchable, unapproachable. Like, you can't make them look foolish or dumb.
I know somebody who will.
I'm just going to give a moment for everyone in the chat to just bust up laughing.
Do your thing, Choopy.
You stay here with me. Anyway, though. But no, even when they were like, we will not charge you. We just want to know who you were and how you did it. Still, whoever was behind it was like, not a word. They refused to come forward, which is interesting.
It's like when a certain person went on the news and said, I am from the government and I am here to help.
Oh yeah, that's a bold-faced lie.
Well, I mean, if you watch it, like, there was no harm done in the video. I mean, yeah, there's moaning and weird stuff, but we could easily do that.
No, absolutely not. I'm shooting that idea down right fucking now.
Like nowadays, that's even harder to do. But like back then, it still would have been difficult to do because like everything was done through radio antennas practically.
Mm-hmm.
You have to find the right frequency. You have to have the right equipment. You have to have enough power for said equipment. Be able to find the radio signal. You'd
also have to be able to get out of there quickly.
Yeah.
Because again, everyone talks about this van. There was this van. In front of the studio, and no one knows who was in it or why it was there. It didn't have any marks on it, and yeah, it just was gone as soon as the signal cut out.
You guys have to remember, like, that type of equipment back in the day, it wouldn't fit in a van. Hell, the first cell phone was a goddamn suitcase.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we were talking about that not too long ago.
It was a fucking suitcase. The equipment that you would need just to be able to attach the signal, find the signal,
maintain,
broadcast. You will have to be attached to a building be able to have enough power to set equipment and be close enough to set radio signal to have a strong enough signal to be able to take it over.
Could it have been an inside job and like the producer's just like, yeah, let's just do it and pretend we don't know just to see if we can do it?
No, they would have.
If it was the producer, then they would have taken credit for it. They.
Mm-hmm.
What if they were testing something out?
See, again, there's all kinds of conspiracy theories about how it was actually a coded message for people who work for them. You know.
Who the fuck is them?
Them.
Seriously, dude?
People with no pronouns?
Pay it. Oh my lack of a god.
The people in the walls that listen. The man.
Fuck the man.
Big Brother.
I am Big Brother.
The aliens. Them.
They.
You guys know where